You're listening to the Every Woman series on Go Say Hello podcasts, connecting the right people and businesses in the same place at the same time. Let's start the show.
Hi, yo, hey, go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. It goes hey, hey, hi, yo, yo, go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello. Go say hello.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Hey, welcome to episode 6.
Golly.
It's been a minute. Every Woman podcast. All Go Say Hello. We got a special guest today, y'all.
Hello.
Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Go ahead, Mina. Go ahead.
We got our girl Devin Barbee with us in the building.
Yes.
She is a female entrepreneur, radio personality, my fellow podcaster friend, my homegirl. What's up, girl? How you doing?
Hey, y'all. I'm so excited to be on y'all's show. It's lit. Oh, my gosh.
We're so glad to have you.
A veteran in the building. A veteran.
You teaching
at
us
this.
though, okay?
Yes.
The energy is amazing, so I'm so excited for
Yes.
this.
Oh, my goodness. Tell us more about Devin Barbee. Who the heck is Devin Barbee?
Man. All right. Well, first things first, Devin Barbee, that is my government name, old maiden name, because I just recently got married.
Okay. Congratulations.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that, right? I've been in radio and media for over 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for over 5 years. And just having my hand in my nonprofit for women empowerment, Lash company, and then also I hit a peak in my career with the radio, with winning the Female Radio Personality of the Year at Atlanta Hip Hop Awards. That was amazing, y'all. Right now, I'm breaking from radio and podcasting, but I'm coming back. But man, look, overall, I am the light that you see, flat out.
Period.
That's me. Bow.
Period, poo. Mic drop. Okay, listen, I love it. I'm so excited. Even before getting everything started, before the cameras started rolling, we were talking and just it's just like, please stop talking before we ain't got no more conversations.
Right.
But you still feel it flowing. I feel like no matter what, we could have kept talking till 9 o'clock and we still would have found something going through.
Yeah.
We would have had to eat though.
I was about to say, if you get some
Please
food,
bring
Gemini,
food.
bring some food. You bring some food,
We good.
this is an
bring the
extended
food.
version.
Ain't nothing wrong with the deluxe. So, first of all, you got a bio. She sent a bio. I said, it's real when they got a bio.
Right.
They had paragraphs, like a few of them, but just reading through it and seeing your accolades, and I'm so. It gives me hope. Just realizing, because sometimes we don't realize. Because even having a conversation, you said that certain things you didn't really plan. It just kind of came. And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, dang, I don't even know what the day's going to be like. And I get hard on myself. I look at social media and they're telling me how to be so self-reliant and you got to get up and go. And some mornings, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what, in the next 5 years, who I'm going to be. So just realizing that it took consistency and you are where you are.
Yes.
I love that.
Definitely. You want to be consistent in your goals and in your dreams. And the two key words you want to take out of that is consistency and also having goals, realistic goals. Setting goals can be easy and it can be hard for you, but that's why you want to always make sure that they're realistic. And I think that you have to write it down, like going back to the basics of writing it down on what you want, and then being able to set goals in the next year, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, not trying to cram it all at one time. Because like I said, I've been in this game for like over 10 years, and sometimes I have to sit back and be like, dang, I got to look back and kind of fast forward to where I'm at to realize the growth,
Right.
So you don't want to expedite that or try to do too much and put too much on your plate or do too much within that year.
Too much too soon.
Yeah, because then you won't be consistent because you can't be consistent because you're all over the place. You're doing
That's
too
true.
much. So you're not focusing on things. So it's like even starting back in my corporate field, real estate, I was like, okay. Yes, right. And I normally would never really talk about it, but I feel like it's important to talk about it nowadays. But it was like I had to come up with a plan. I was like, I can't just keep working and getting the paycheck and paying my bills.
For the man.
And then getting into who I really am, radio and red carpets and interviewing and stuff like that, after work, I was like, I have to come up with a game plan. Like, how can this job actually work for me versus me work for it?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, that goes back to the setting the goals and things of that nature. And that's what I did. I said, you know what, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to put it into this and put it into that. And I started planting seeds. Then I started being like, okay, where do you want to see yourself in 3 years? All right. Well, I'm going to need this amount of money. And it was in thousands, $5,000, because you have to invest in yourself. So I'm like, how can I get $5,000 in 3 years? What am I going to do? How am I going to, and I still got to give 40 hours a week to this corporate job. How am I going to do this? So it was like, I did a 3-year goal because I knew I couldn't do it in a year. I knew it wasn't realistic and I didn't want to stress myself. When you're going to reach your goal, you want to be happy doing it. And when you get there, you don't want to be like, man, I'm so tired. I can't even celebrate. Nah, give yourself time, brace yourself. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I started becoming more successful. Because, you know, money, you have to invest in yourself. But that was how I started becoming more successful in the different ventures that I've been doing over the last year.
See, I've been on that lately. I'm a person that likes to have my hands in everything. But I have to catch myself and say, hey, reel it back, take it easy. You know, give yourself a day-to-day schedule. That way you're knocking out stuff day by day and stop trying to do it all in one day. And I think I need to kind of keep going with that so that I can reach all my goals similar to what you were saying. Yeah. Because I do too much sometimes.
I got a question. And now I'm thinking about it. I think it's the wine that's hitting. But is there, like, okay, so would it sound like you kind of strategized? You had like a 3-year plan or you strategized it. Is there a big difference from strategizing and manifestation? Is that something that can be included in that?
She want to go deep like that, y'all?
I think it's what this is. Hold on. I think it's that Pinot Grigio. Sip, sis. Sip.
You know, I was going to keep it cute. She said, no, we want to go deep. All right, let's go. So with manifestation, manifestation is your mind. If you are not clear in the mind on who you are, then you will not be able to manifest. Okay. Can you set goals? Can you have your hands in different pots without a clear mind? You sure can.
So you can strategize.
But you can strategize. But as far as when it comes to manifestation, I didn't start manifesting until the last 2 years. Being honest. I held myself back. I was my biggest setback. I was it didn't happen. It was my fault. I couldn't point the finger at anybody else but myself. And so with manifestation, it started with my mind and really, really not just saying it, but believing who I wanted to be.
Exactly.
How I wanted to live. And I remember I kept running across this, your mind is your reality. Your mind is your reality. And I'm like, wow. And then I would run across more people where they would break it down to me. Strangers on the street, just be talking. Yeah, well, you know, if you wake up every day and you're looking around and you don't like what you see, it's your fault. Huh? But I'm working and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm grinding.
I'm putting in effort.
Yeah.
Huh? What you mean? And I didn't wrote it down. I got steps. I got the money in the bank. What? Yeah, but do you really believe in yourself? Do you really, 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 really believe in Devin Barbee and where you want Devin Barbee to go? So I started thinking about it. Damn. So then I had a person ask me, tell me 5 things you like about yourself. 5?
Let's hear it.
I couldn't at first.
Oh, okay.
I got them now. I got a list, y'all. But,
Okay.
but I couldn't. I could not. It's bubbly and life of the party and happy and your smile brights up the room. When you walk in, we want to know who your name is. I could not tell this woman 5 things I liked about myself. So I had to go back deep into Devin Barbee and who she really was. And I actually had to date myself. And even though I was in a relationship, I was actually in 2. I was dating myself while I was dating my boyfriend, now husband.
Play it. Hey, you got to.
Boyfriend number 2. No, I'm playing. But no, though. So when it came to manifestation and really feeling what I wanted and connecting my mind with my body and my thoughts and my movements, I said, how can I do this? So what I did was every day I had to do something for who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Whether it was a 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whether it was a physical, going to the gym, whatever it was, that's what I started to do until I really felt like I was who I wanted to be.
That's deep. Because you hear people say, to dress the part, dress how you want to be. If you want to be seen in the corporate world, wear the suits and ties and stuff like that. But I never thought about it in that way, like literally manifesting all your thoughts to be who you want to be. Mm-hmm. That's... Go ahead. No.
I was going to say, it's a day-to-day thing. Yes. It's what are you doing for yourself today? What are you doing for yourself in this moment, in this hour, in this minute? It's a day-to-day thing.
Like, yeah, because, example, I would work, 8 to 4, get off of work, and then it would get into the point of, all right, it's about 6 or 7 o'clock. What have you done for the Devin Barbee brand? Because that's actually, if you think of like a web, I put Devin Barbee brand. Even though Devin Barbee's government, I put Devin Barbee brand. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, what did you do for the brand today? I know what you did for Devin Barbee. You went and worked that 8 to 4.
Yeah.
You did your job. Mm-hmm. What did you do for Devin Barbee, the brand, today? So I start figuring out, and my husband actually would tell me too, man, you put so much energy into all this other stuff, but you don't put energy into yourself. And I start really realizing it like, oh, wow, I've been off of work for about 2.5 hours. I ain't did nothing towards my brand.
And it sucks because we work these 9 to 5s, right? Mm-hmm. And we get off and we're exhausted. We're drained mentally, physically, emotionally, that we don't even give ourselves enough time after the 9 to 5. So they're taking up everything. Yeah. And so I was reminded by my boyfriend this week, he's just like, you don't feel like doing nothing when you get off work. I was like, you're right. I need to figure out a better balance because I can't give the white man everything.
Come on.
Right.
Oh my God.
I can't give him everything.
Yeah.
All right, them brought us over here.
I'm worth more than my 9 to 5, and I have more to offer than my 9 to 5.
Sure.
And I have stuff I'm trying to do.
That's where you
over
have
my 9 to 5.
That's where you have to disconnect yourself and brand yourself. But you have to disconnect yourself from the 9 to 5. Yeah. Saying, you're working for me.
Yeah.
You're really my investor.
Yeah.
So people would think I was crazy, but I start calling my 9 to 5, that's my investor. And they're like, what? Yeah, because they're investing in me, in my brand.
That part.
Again, you got to have a plan. If you are going to go into the entrepreneur world, you got to have a plan and you got to have a cushion. And it's not like I think when people think of entrepreneurs, this one's going to get y'all. When people think of entrepreneurs, they think, I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
I don't have to answer anything.
I'm free.
I'm good. I can sleep in if I want to.
Yeah.
I can work 2 or 3 days. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? Baby, until you put people on payroll,
you do it 24
hours.
hours.
Working for you, you are not your own boss. You still working. And that's okay. You're just a working boss.
You're working.
That's okay. You're a working boss.
Sometimes you're working more than your 9 to 5.
I heard they said I put my 9 to 5 to work
24/7.
To work 24/7.
Right, because that's at that time when you're really going to test yourself on how hard you are going to go.
How bad do you want it?
So now, remember we talked about the white man earlier, right? Mm-hmm. Working for him. Ooh, what you going to do for yourself now? It's all on you. What you want, Devin? You want 1,000 this week? You want 50 this week? You tired? Oh, well.
Oh, so you don't want nothing?
But you can get up and do 8 to 4 for him.
And be on his schedule.
You ain't going to get up and do 8 to 4 for you. So it's like with entrepreneur, you still got to have a schedule.
Yeah.
You still got to have time management. You still got to say, I'm going to wake up at 7 and I'm going to give 4 hours to that and 3 hours to that and 2 hours to that. You still have to do that. Right. It ain't sit back, kick it, and chill.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll be there.
Right.
But right now, it's grinding, it's hustling. But the beautiful thing about it is you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I talked about this before. Let's be honest. In school, we're not taught to be entrepreneurs. We're taught to be workers.
They don't want you to do that.
Heck no.
Why would they want you to do that when they need us inside the working
exactly.
field?
Right. Think about how school is set up. So 8 hours a day. You get, maybe 30 minutes for lunch.
I need my hour.
You know what I'm saying? You get between 30 to an hour for lunch, but the rest of that time is you're drilled into. You're putting that time aside, and if you don't go to school, your parents can go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That's scary.
It's so, and if we don't go to work, we ain't got no money. Nothing. So we're taught for that versus being taught a trade, how to make money for yourself. I recently saw this young man. He was cutting hair in the school bathroom, and he was with the crisp, and the principal stopped him, and they suspended him for it. And it's like, yo, He's
He's
learning
trying to make some money because y'all ain't paying.
Because chemistry ain't making no money.
Chemistry not paying my bill.
The people teaching you chemistry ain't making no money.
That part.
No disrespect to those who have went into that field.
Education.
But
they know it's not no money in it.
It's
they
not.
do it for the love of kids and the love of teaching.
Correct.
They're not doing it for the check. They probably got another job outside for that. But nah.
Yeah, that's why when you see police officers working at clubs, doing traffic and stuff, that is actually overtime extra money for them,
Absolutely.
because they don't make the check. You know, but again, though, like I said, it's like, you have to have that game plan if you're going to go into the entrepreneurial world, because the entrepreneurial world is a beast. And that's where it's like self versus self. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're facing you when you go into the entrepreneurial
Me versus
world.
me.
Yeah, you gonna do OT for you? You too tired for you? So that's what I'm saying. It start being a little different now. Like
You start really looking in the mirror like, dang, I ain't got my stuff together yet.
Oh, I feel like chilling because I turned up last night. I had a really good week in my entrepreneurial week. I got more money than what I thought. So you just gonna blow it?
Right.
You gonna save it?
But even with that, so it's already kind of been known. I got a 360 video booth, and it's about 2-3 months with it.
Hey, girl.
Thank you, boo. Holla at me, Mo Me 360. Holla at me. But I realized, like, you make the money. Oh, dang, I made this much money on this event. Oh, wait, I got to pay this off. I gotta, especially within the first year of business. Yeah. I heard the first year, a lot of times you don't make a huge profit. It depends on what you're doing.
I drove Lyft.
Your first Lyft.
Been there.
You know what I'm saying?
DoorDash.
even when you're starting your business, you still gotta stay down until you come up. And I'm realizing, like, oh yeah, I made $500, all right, but I still gotta pay that off. And then I still gotta pay myself in the process. See, with the 9-to-5, payroll handle that. Exactly. I ain't gotta touch none of that. They pay me by my hourly. They pay me by my commission. I ain't gotta touch that. Mm-hmm. Now as your own boss, your payroll, your HR, your manager, all these things. Like, dang, I gotta do all that. Yeah. So it's harder than what a lot of people think. But to go out and do it and to rely on yourself, that's so encouraging.
But when you do it and you do it well.
Because we're going to get into these lashes. Now, put the glasses up a little bit. Let's see the lash.
Let's get into it. Hold on now.
Yeah. Get into
What's the name of your lash company for everybody that's listening?
So, the lashes are Barbee Doll Beauty. And you can go to BarbeeDollBeauty.com, Barbee Doll Beauty on all social media platforms. Get you a pair.
Yes.
They are real mink lashes, because one thing about me, coming from the beauty standpoint, I really tested out all my lashes. I went through several vendors on who I wanted to use, because they be like, oh yeah, girl, we went here, we got that. Girl, them the same light. No, they're not. They're not Barbee Doll Beauty.
Exclusive.
Listen, right. Not only are they lightweight, they're real mink, no animal cruelty. I like to point that out. Mm-hmm. They're just the bomb. And, it was funny. So I ran into so many women who were like, lashes. Then when I did the lash company, I ran into the women who were like, I like to be natural. I don't like all that. No. I'm not trying to be an IG model.
I'm still strips around here. So
I'm still definitely strips. I love y'all mink people, individual, but y'all can have that, because I like taking my lashes off and chilling.
Yeah. I had a bad experience with
them.
Yeah.
I never did the mink strips, because I just...
You mean the individuals?
Or the individuals. I mean,
I ain't got my minks in y'all today. My minks, I ain't got
They take out your lashes. They take out your lashes, and you be looking like a little bald cat.
Girl,
I'm not about to listen, okay?
I had a terrible
I'm not trying to look like no bald cat.
Girl.
But so the strips, they're good quality, and then they're cute, and then it was all about enhancing beauty. And so when I would run into some of these women, like, well, I'm a really natural person, and I don't really like wearing all that. I don't like doing all the makeup and stuff. And I was like, well, believe it or not, I'm natural as hell outside of what I do and stuff like that. Catch me with some leggings, crop tops, some slides, and I'm chilling. Bun. Okay. I bun the weave too, all that. But I really wanted to make sure that my brand focused on inner beauty. I'm like, how would you focus on inner beauty with something on the outside? Because when you wear my lashes and you look in the mirror, you feel good and you look good.
And that's all.
Feel good and you look good. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Period. Now let me ask you, and I know that Barbee is your last name, and
that's a fire.
That's a fire last name. Did you play with Barbee? Was you a girly girl growing up?
I was definitely a girly girl.
Okay.
I did like the cheerleading.
You got sisters, brothers? You got siblings?
I have 7.
7.
You got 7, so that means 80 y'all?
No,
definitely
okay,
are.
well, 7 of us all together. I have
count.
6.
I'm sorry.
I have 6.
Okay, so it's 7 total. Okay.
All right,
7
so
total.
boy, girls, what?
So, other one. Better.
Yeah.
Let me sip, too. I got to remember to sip.
Oh, it's her
I
birthday
love
month, so she getting this pint. Yeah.
I ain't telling y'all how old I am, but y'all can know that I'm a Gemini.
Hey, all the
That-
way,
that-
dab it up.
I have a lot of Gemini friends, and I love
As you should.
I think Scorpios and Geminis, it just makes sense.
Yeah, it does. My best
My
friend is
husband's
Scorpio.
a Scorpio.
All right, plug him in. Come
So
on.
that's enough said right
Tell
there.
us
I love
about
me
that.
some
You're
Scorpios.
Yeah, you married. Are you new? Yeah, 2020.
I am a newlywed. And so, me and him met at a celebrity basketball game.
Okay.
And we didn't even
Cute.
formally met. I saw him. He saw me. He asked a mutual friend of ours, which I was on Hot Noise Radio at the time.
Nice.
And the mutual friend was a DJ. He asked, he was like, who is that? Like, who is she? Slid in the DM.
Not just blushing. Wait a minute.
Right. Oh, you know,
blushing.
a DM success story. Let me hear a DM success story. Go
It
ahead.
is a DM success. So he slid in the DMs, and he's like, "Hey, you know how you doing, beautiful? You know, let's do some business together." And I'm like, "Wait, like, okay, this is buddy."
Oh, he ain't hit you up with no grand rising. Smart man.
He don't even
said,
say it
"Bitch."
now, thank God, and he don't do queen. So I'm very thankful for that.
There we go.
Because I be like, you know, if you built like that, cool. But if you not built like that, don't misinterpret who you are. But yeah, long story short, he had a business venture for me, and we met up. He was like, "How don't I know you?" Because he's looking. I'm like, "I do this and I do that and I do this and then." He's like, "How did I not know you? Well, this is so weird. I know everybody." And
That's
he's
Cross and
like,
Pats. Yeah.
yeah, and he's like, this is I know everybody you know, and you know everybody I know, kind of to an extent. But we never knew each other, so that was kind of interesting for us. And so I remember him searching me, kind of like he was researching on me, like, who is she?
What?
Who is she? She in Atlanta, she doing this, she done got this.
He's trying to make sure he come correct. He doesn't know his
yeah.
facts.
Lesson
Kinda
for the
fact check.
fellas. Come with a bag. Come with opportunity. Come with some flights booked. Come on now. Come with it all.
Come with the business plan already.
We're just
made.
trying to slang the schlong
Yeah,
all the
no.
time. Or flash the money in the chain.
Bring the contract.
My husband pulled me in some slides, some shorts, probably from like H&M, and a t-shirt, y'all. Like chill, real chill. It wasn't even about anything outside of that. I wasn't in his pockets. I was just so intrigued. He stimulated my mind. But that might be another topic. But anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, we got together, we dated, we made it official. I feel like when we went to each other's event. Now, mind you, if you look back at Devin Barbee, I never posted up with no dude. You never saw me with no dude.
No face, no case.
Bringing no dude. I wasn't. It's your birthday. I'ma post you. None
Wizard
of
Kelly,
that.
y'all. Wizard Kelly, y'all.
None of y'all.
Cardi B, you ain't getting posted till I get this ring.
That's
so
real.
listen,
That's real.
I didn't know at the time that I was on my Cardi B, but I was on my Cardi B. But anyway, we went to events. I brought him out. It was very special, and let's just say he didn't go home that night. And we
Wait a minute.
Hey, let's put a ring on it. I love it.
and we've been together, rocking and doing our thing. But I will say, in marriage, I like to point this out because I was going to save this for the anniversary, but I'm going to drop this on y'all. So, you know, everybody says the first year of marriage is honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
Or when you go, "Oh, I'm married, I'm so excited," they go, "Girl, because you're in a honeymoon, girl." Wait.
First 5 years.
Well, me and my husband, we didn't do it that way. We didn't say we was going to do a honeymoon stage. We actually built and learned each other more and actually created separate lives in our marriage that yet still come back together. So I'm not working on my honeymoon for a year. I'm working on my honeymoon forever.
Oh.
I'm going to be with him forever.
Forever,
I want to be honeymoon forever. I want to
love
be
that.
blushing forever. I don't want to just be like, "Oh my God, I'm just a wife. I just got married." No.
Come on.
I want to feel that way in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So what we did our first year is we built our foundation for our lifetime.
Yeah. How?
Yeah,
What-
because I'm about to say, because the
Because
honeymoon
you make it
stage is
sound
natural.
easy.
It just happens.
You
The
make it
honeymoon
sound
stage
easy,
is
but I know
natural.
some groundwork and
Yeah,
some
it
is some
conversations
groundwork.
that needed to be had. So.
Yeah, and I mean, for one, make sure you get married for the right reasons. And that's really just knowing that you really want to be spend the rest of your life with that person. Don't feel like I'm this age, I have to do it, or all my friends, peers, or my parents are pressuring me, or even if you a woman out there and you have children already and when y'all gonna get married. Like all those type of people, you don't do it for them. You do it for, I cannot live without this person.
Right.
I can't live without my husband, Right. And so with our groundwork and building in our foundation, we really had to learn how to communicate in a non-disputing way. Not that we argued a lot, because we don't. We really never have argued like that, because he's really chill. But as far as when it came to marriage, I remember being like, I want to be beautiful forever to him. I want to make sure he's satisfied. I want to make sure he's happy, because like this is forever is a long time.
Yeah.
But really what it was is like we went back to our foundation, and our foundation was friendship.
Yeah.
My husband is my best friend. He's my homie. He's my ride or die. He's my sidekick. He's my right, my left. Like, we went back to friendship. Like, yo, we got to make this work forever.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be with nobody else. I don't want to get a divorce. I don't want to have, you got the kids on the weekend. We knew what we didn't want. So we worked on what we had. And that was love and just real love and friendship.
That is beautiful.
That's my dog, my bro. Like, sometimes I'll be like,
y'all got a handshake. Y'all got a special handshake.
We ain't got a handshake, but that's my nigga.
Okay.
He's my guy. You know what I mean? So really, it's like you get so caught up. And I always use this example is like, you have a certain loyalty to your friends.
Absolutely.
And you tend to forgive your friends if they do something. But when it comes to your partner,
You be a little hard.
you be hard.
Yeah.
You be
Like, man,
such a hard.
There's more
time.
expectations for them.
Yeah.
Because you know how y'all got that one friend that's always late? But all you do is just talk
I think
shit.
I'm looking.
Let me tell you something about you, Devin. You ain't had to say that. You could have mentioned something else.
'Cause I'm calling shots.
Because you could have mentioned, and you ain't had a
Gotta
comment.
like the.
Hey, but,
Right.
but here's the thing, I'm gonna be late. At least you know.
But
Come on,
guess
continue.
what though? Your friends respect that you gonna be late. They
Yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah, they tell me
Y'all don't argue.
Nah.
It becomes a joke, don't it? Like,
But let your man be late.
your man late.
What the heck?
Oh.
Where was you at? Where was you at?
Where was you at? You don't care
You
about
been taking
me.
too long. You ain't answering my call. I know you
But
saw my
look,
call.
we're gonna go on the deeper stuff that we tell mans. That's the cute stuff, but you don't care about me.
Yeah.
I'm not important
Yeah.
to you. You were doing other stuff that was important. I don't mean anything. Baby, you realize that's how you feel about yourself, and you trying to make it seem like that man is telling you that you...
Devin, you better speak. 'Cause You better
Did
speak.
you realize that you are feeling like you're not important? Did you realize that you feel like you're not showing up on time for
And they
you?
put you on a
But
pedestal.
you put it on
feel-
your man, and you cool when your girl do it. Make it
so
make
funny.
sense.
That's
Call
so.
all these women
Make
out.
it make
Call 'em out.
sense.
Call them out.
Make it
Ring,
make
ring.
sense.
Speak up. You gotta change. You need to change. You need to change.
Call 'em
Make
out.
it make sense.
Yeah.
Come on.
For sure.
Because if my man showing up on time is the only reason that makes him my man, that makes me feel like he cares about me, I don't even want to be with you because I got to work on a lot of shit with me.
Damn.
I got a lot of stuff to work on with me.
Right.
Was I always like this? No.
Yeah.
But can I bring this part of me into my marriage even? Sure.
Did you always want to be married? Was that a thing? Okay. No.
Nope.
Because you did mention that.
No kids.
She was good
Nothing.
single. I'm good.
I was good single. I didn't want to be married. I didn't want any kids. I thought I was going to be a cougar with little boy toys walking around.
Wow.
Sure did.
Did it scare you when that changed? When you started to think like, oh, I actually can be married. I want to be married.
It didn't scare me because I remember telling my husband, I said, you know what's hard being your girlfriend? He was like, what? I was like, because I'm so ready to be your wife.
I'm finna cry. God damn.
And get it. First of all, let me give a history on my husband. Attractive in the industry. Oh, traveling. Women all around. He has and I don't want to get all in his financial business, but he has a lot of money business partners that are females.
Yeah.
And they're attractive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm not coming in like, hey, I'm cute, I'm pretty, I'm his girl. They was coming in where I was like, damn, okay, well, you the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your shoes with? Like, I'm like,
So where can I get that?
so it was a lot of things that I had to face
Yeah.
with me.
I had to be confident.
But
Yeah.
realistically, I put it in a relationship. I sprinkled it in there, like that insecurity. I sprinkled it in my relationship a little bit.
So you blamed him for certain things that was within
we had
yourself.
arguments. We had. I remember at one point he would leave out of town because he was kind of like on this solid rotation with the previous company he was working with. He would come back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and he would leave out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. No, I'm sorry. He would come back Sunday, and then I would have him till Wednesday, and then he would leave Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, when he would leave, it would be a sad time for me. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. And it was just like all bad. And so it was like he would be working and busy and stuff. And it wasn't until like maybe a year after that he started bringing me with him. Okay. But I had to work, so I couldn't come all the time. Right. But sometimes he would bring me with him, and I started seeing what he was doing. I was like, damn, you can't be on the phone. Right. Because you're actually doing stuff. Even though there was women's ass, titties. I mean, it was stuff walking around him and things like that, but he still literally was working and stuff. So it was like, that was a game changer because I really could have lost him and also lost myself in that.
So how did you build up the confidence throughout all of that? Because I know all of these women that you're like, damn, she.
Yeah, and I mean, he's out of town too. I mean, exactly. if you go back to the single me, it wasn't like I was out here just giving up the goodies to everybody, but shit.
Pimping all over the world.
I'm traveling too. And shit. Shit. Everything. Baby, I'm gonna call you right back. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so I couldn't knock him. I couldn't, I didn't hate on him per se. You know what I'm saying? Because you have hatership in relationships sometimes. But
hatership in relationships.
They're all jealousy, haters, all type of shit. You play with this man or woman every damn night, and they jealous of your ass. And every damn night, and tell you I love you and I got your back,
and they hate you,
can't stand your ass.
Godly.
But
hateration.
Right. But how I got through that was I had to fight for me, and I had to fight for my relationship. I had to fight for the communication. And I mean, I fought, not physically, but mentally and emotionally, I had to fight. And I was like, yo, I want this to work. This has to work. He's the best thing ever. And, I couldn't even, I've never beefed with my exes, but I've never been friends with them. But I was like, if me and him were to break up, I need this nigga in my life. And I don't know how to be his friend, but I got to do something because I know friendship ain't on the table. I got to do something to make this work. And so it started with communicating. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, I was not the best communicator at first. I was very emotional, Gemini, crying.
Now, how about him? Was he a good communicator?
No.
So, he was two bad communicators.
Well, he was mute and he does not show emotions. So I can be in there and he'd be like,
okay.
We eat for dinner.
At all.
Yeah. You done? Oh, you not? Oh, okay. And even in certain sense, so it would be like I felt like I was talking to a wall, and I feel like a lot of people in relationships, you feel I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to a wall. Well, I had a fine ass wall just sitting in front of me, and I'm just talking to talk. Right. But that is where he met me halfway. And somewhere in between that midst of it, I was like, yo, I will give my all for this relationship, but I need you to give the other 50%. I cannot put 100% to make this work. I'm going to need your 50% to make it work. I can't be so crazy of how I feel. I understand I've been, in certain situations, but how can I meet you
halfway?
How can you meet me?
Tell me what you need to open
that's so.
First thing he said he was like, I need you to talk to me. I can't, when you emotional.
Talk at me?
Yeah, you're emotional and you're upset. Mm-hmm. Or even if sometimes I wasn't even like yelling. It wasn't like I was like a crazy mad woman, but I could be crying. I love you. I want this to work. I don't want to feel this way. He's like, you gotta talk. So there was a challenge for me. Whoa, I can't be emotional. You mean the thing I've been fighting all my life? Because I'm so dramatic and emotional, drama queen award. Me? Yeah. You want me to be calm and have a conversation with
you? At least in that moment.
Yeah.
In that moment. At least he was open enough to tell you what he needed so that you could receive it.
And I told him what I needed.
Exactly.
I said, I need you to really talk to me and tell me, we can't have these silence arguments, I would call it. Yeah. I'm like, I need you to talk to me. And so gradually I realized that he had to trust me.
Yeah.
To show that side of him. It's a vulnerable. It's like where you're vulnerable,
And vice versa, right?
right?
How long did it
we became
take?
vulnerable with each other?
How long did it take for him to become vulnerable? On our last podcast, we talked about men being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Showing their
Feminine side.
inside
I
relationships.
would say we've been together for. Oh shoot! I wish I could ping him like, babe, how long we been? We've been together for like 4.5 years. I would say the last 1.5 years.
Oh yeah.
Including marriage is where he's been very vulnerable.
Okay.
Now, go ahead. I'm sorry. No. My ex, she used to always say, you know that song, "Teach Me" by Music Soul Child. Teach me how to love. Yes. So she criticized that in saying that, oh, well, you shouldn't have to teach nobody.
That is false.
I disagree.
And from that standpoint, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because
You're with a whole new person that did not know you prior to whatever date that was.
You don't know you still.
You don't
just
even
learned
know.
new shit from the last
they're
situation.
like, well, I shouldn't have to teach them that they should want to learn, but you also got to teach.
You have to, be willing to learn, but you also
My
have to be a teacher.
mother-in-law told me when we got engaged, she said, "You know, you're gonna have to teach him how to love you." I was like, "Wait, but I just said yes. What you mean? He do love me. I love him." But but that's where the being vulnerable comes in, is because when you're vulnerable, you are accepting. You're your purest self, and so it was like figuring out ways to communicate him, which he helped me out. He met me halfway. Like I asked him, he made it easier for me to communicate with him. So then we were on to something. I was like, oh shit. He said, you talk to me like this in that headspace, I'll talk to you in my headspace and we can figure this out.
Okay.
But it's you got to compromise. If you think you're going to go into a relationship and be on a pedestal, you are wrong. Don't you walk your ass up on that pedestal. If anything, you let your significant other place you on the pedestal. Don't you walk your
Don't you wait? You better wait.
Don't you do that.
Wait to be placed.
Because then you set expectations.
Sit down.
Then you set expectations.
Yeah.
And when them expectations, just like you guys had an expectation of me to come and be a good interview, because you know me personally. She probably said good
Your
things.
vibe was, yeah.
But if I didn't come and I was dry as hell, you guys be disappointed.
But then I would look with them. I would look with them myself. Like, why did I expect? If that was the case, it was like,
That's
dang.
the same thing you have in relations. Don't put no expectation on nobody to make your ass feel good, and you can't do it your damn self. Don't walk your ass on that damn pedestal and say, I'm up here now.
Come on,
treat me like it. Why wouldn't you want to
yeah.
be placed up there and they grab your hand and say, baby, this is how much you mean to me. This is how
I wanna
much I
put
love
you
you.
here.
I want you here.
Damn.
But your ass, shit, I can't put you there because your ass already
Too
picked up.
excited. Bring your ass back.
I can't open your door because you didn't ran to the car.
Damn.
I can't tell
that's
you
another
you're beautiful
thing.
because
you beat me to it.
You already asked me, you already asked me, were you beautiful?
That's
Didn't
another
give me
thing.
a chance.
Exactly. Allowing the man to be the man, allowing the man to lead, taking a step back. I have to practice taking a step back. I come from a family full of women. So they're very powerful. They're very strong-minded. They don't need nobody for nothing. But, child, I need a man. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I want a man. So I have to consciously tell myself, like, take a step back. Like, let him lead. Let him do what he got to do. And stop questioning him.
Yeah.
There's nothing better and sexier than a man who can lead. A lot of men are not being able to lead. And then the woman on the flip side comes back and says, you ain't leading. Well, you not letting me lead. It's not even an option to lead. But then to touch on with same-sex relationships.
I'm about to bring. I was ready.
I got you. Okay, go ahead. I got you. So in a same-sex relationship, you still have a role.
You still got a role.
You have a role in, heterosexual. It is still a role. So if you are taking on that role of more of the masculine role, or if you're taking on the feminine role, and this goes with guys and girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
You still have to allow your partner to embrace in that role. So if you say, hey, I'm the more masculine role, let that person be the more masculine person. Let that person lead. Let that person be your protector. If you're taking on the more feminine role, be feminine, be domestic, be fucking kill the bugs.
Right.
I don't want to. Let me be girly today.
And I guess it's about like what are you good at? You know what I'm saying? And letting that person take the lead at things that you aren't good at, and vice versa.
Yes.
You guys have a balance.
Because it's no longer a gender difference. It's not a gender difference.
It
We're the
really
same.
is not. Yeah, it's like once you get into the LGBT community, which I'm a big advocate in it as well.
It's Pride Month.
Shout out to all y'all.
Yes.
I love y'all.
Yes.
I think that sometimes people look at it like, well, it's two girls. So, or it's two guys.
So how does that work? Or
No. It's still the same damn shit. Don't walk your ass up on it. I don't care if don't walk your ass up on that motherfucking pedestal and expect your one right.
Absolutely. Right. And it's like kind of how you said, like it's a little different when in the same sex where, okay, being with a woman, I come off the more masculine, but don't get it twisted, boo. Okay, I done broke my nails. You still don't get it twisted, boo. Okay,
we ain't breaking no nails.
Now in the relationship, I am the bug killer, and I be honest. Okay.
You don't like being a bug killer?
No, I don't mind. But if I see a rat, I told her, I said, if it's a rat, okay, or something that's bigger, we're going to have to call it. It's not going to be me. At this point, we have to make a decision. I'm not going to be able to do that.
This shit, okay?
We in this shit together. I'm not. So it was something, so both of us are bisexual. Okay. So having attraction to both.
That has to be very fun.
No, we don't share. Yes, it is. We don't share.
But it has to be fun, though, as far as the life experience of it has to be fun.
Yeah, because we can relate as best friends and then, relate in a relationship manner. But within finding the role with the same-sex relationship, it's so interesting because there's sometimes she's shorter than me, she's smaller than me. But that little one right there is strong.
It be the little
feisty.
She feisty. She feisty. So when it comes to, now I see what men feel like when it comes to their woman making sure their order is right. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you make sure my order is right. They got my order wrong, babe. I'm going to shut up and back up.
Babe got that one.
She got it. She be real quick.
I be feeling like a pit on a leash sometimes, and he be like, when you go to take that little shit off, and they be like, oh shit. I feel like he be like, let me just unleash my wife real quick.
Then let it go. Yeah.
Get him.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
But I think that, like I said, regardless of, if you're in same sex or not, you do not want to set expectation for that person.
Yeah.
And it goes hand in hand with teaching that person what you like and also being open-minded to what they like so you guys can come together. Mm-hmm. But setting expectation, you are a fool. And the reason why is because that's not the real shit. That's what you want. But you might not get what you want. They might not tell you good morning, beautiful every damn day. Yeah. But this man loves you more than any man you done been with.
So make it enough. What they say, make it enough.
No, you got to be respectful to him. And if you want him to love you so damn much, you got to love him enough to love him for him being his damn self. It's a part of you good morning, beautiful every damn day.
It's a part of,
but that doesn't mean that I don't love you.
Exactly. It comes down to accepting that person for who they are, for what they do, what they don't do.
People show up in relationships and be like, you got to take my shit, take my wants, do what I want, do this, do that, walk on eggshells, say this, say that, look this way, dress this way. But then
you're supposed to be like, okay.
Right.
But then when they say, well, I want this and I want that, well, shit, now you demanding, I'm gonna be demanded. So I want this and I want that and I want this. You be like, oh no, he wants to, man, girl, you doing too much. Huh? That's why your ass alone. And I'm looking in the camera when I say it. That is why your ass is alone. That's why
with your
badass bitches walking around alone. Alone.
That's true.
That's why all these fine ass niggas walking around alone.
With a rose.
And
That's
they're
it.
mean. Alone. They're mean. Women are mean.
They are.
Oh my God.
They are.
No.
Women are mean and controlling.
The meaner and controlling, the sadder and hurt they ass.
Yeah.
Flat out. That is a shell.
Period.
That is a shell.
But it's a shell.
You'll
Is
be
it
lucky
a
if
man's
guy will
responsibility?
Huh?
Is it a man's responsibility because she's hurt?
That's her.
Okay.
Unpack your own baggage, first of all.
If you have problems with little tiny shit like that in life, your ass needs to be by yourself. Because how am I going to expect my man or woman in the case, whatever, to love me the way I want to be loved and I can't do it my damn self? Flat out. No. You do. Listen.
You have to unpack your own baggage before you even roll that thing down the damn street.
Come on. I want you to do this, and I want flowers, and I want to be taken out, and I want to be this. Can you do that yourself?
Yeah.
Have you done it yourself?
Yeah.
You probably haven't. So it's like you set expectations in relationships just to make it another downfall for you.
That's
for
true.
you. Because you expected this person to do all these things that you couldn't do for your damn self. That is unrealistic. If you love the person that you are in a relationship with, you have to love them for who they are. Flat out.
Period.
The good, the bad, the shit you might
And the
not.
uglier.
Well, damn, babe, all my friends get flowers. I don't get no flowers. But I know
But look
my
at everything
man
else.
loves
Exactly.
me.
Yeah.
Look at everything else.
And if
What about
flowers
that?
determine my love, guess what? I need to be by myself.
Yeah.
And
So
buy
people
yourself
have right, yeah, and buy you want flowers?
Go
Buy
get yourself
yourself
flowers. Exactly.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Exactly.
You do. You
So
do.
that and I get so passionate about that because I really don't. I'm tired of seeing the break in the Black community in love and relationships. I am tired of the break. Even in the LGBT community, there is a lot of hurt people out there that want love and want relationship and want foundation, but it's such a big ass break because everybody has all these expectations and these unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying? I need flowers. I had one friend. I need flowers every week. I was like, you are
It's like,
crazy.
why?
For
What? Like, give me the reason behind it. You know what I mean?
So the dude with 15 girlfriends, he got y'all on rotation to send y'all edible arrangements every week.
And just because you
cool
got
with him.
flowers, you
But
good.
Joe Schmo, who he kind of like
You
the
want him to
flowers
do
things
that.
is cheesy.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
okay.
tell y'all a little secret about my husband. Everything I asked him for that like I liked, because when we met, he didn't say, "What do you like in a man? What do you not like?" He never asked me that, so I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, "You never asked me that, like, dude, what the?
He just listened to
You
you.
don't want to know?" He was quiet, he's chill. I told y'all he chill, so he observed me. But this was the thing: everything that I said I wanted, and it wasn't like I was demanding. If I be like, "Yo, I like flowers on my birthday," or are we gonna celebrate Valentine's Day? We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
You know, for Christmas I want this. He did the opposite, and at first I wanted to like drop kick his ass. I was like, "Why are you doing that?" Like everything I tell you, you do the opposite. Because he was like, "Because I love you more than what you want me to love you."
Whoa.
Not him trying to teach you a new level.
He always teaches
level
me.
love.
Wait a minute.
Level love.
It's always a lesson somewhere.
Right.
But he's like, "I'm not gonna love you like because that's what makes you feel loved." He was like, "I'm gonna love you like me. I'm gonna give you me." I was like, "Oh shit!"
And then you love him because of that.
Right.
Not because
now I love him
Not
because
because
of
he's
that.
checking off everything on your list.
I don't even have a list.
That part.
I don't have a list. I don't even know what this man gonna do when Valentine's Day come around. We might do some, we might not. But my relationship is not built off of that. I don't even have the expectation for him to do shit.
Let him give you what.
But just love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, love me. When I was in that hospital and I was getting ready to have surgery, he's right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's all you need.
That's all I needed.
Do you feel I feel like we talk about my ex a lot, but it's so much I learned from that relationship. One thing she mentioned how she wanted to be stay at home wife and all that. I'm like, hold on, slow up now. Wait, slow. Whoa. And I would try to do my best. Like I am the romantic, so flowers, balloons with pictures on it, and you don't have to tell me what you want. I listen. Okay, you tell me you like these little things, these little slippers.
Jim and I will observe and scope your ass
and I'm gonna
out.
get it for you, Amazon Prime in 3 days. I promise you, I'm gonna get it for you, right? So. But it started to be like, oh yeah, I want all these things, and one day we had gotten into an argument. I'm like, you don't deserve that, to be honest. And she was like, how dare you tell me what I deserve? I'm not a child. I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you what you deserve, but you want that from me. What am I getting out of it? Like, real shit. You have to, it's not about a monetary transaction or because you did this for me, I have to do that. But you want all this. You want all this, but you can't check off that first item on the list that I asked for.
See?
But you want to be a stay-at-home wife, and you don't deserve it. And I felt bad because she said, how dare you tell me what I can't deserve? I thought about it. You don't deserve from me.
I was about to say that.
If she wants it
Not
bad,
for
she
me.
can go get it herself.
Not
Right,
for me.
just not for me.
But you ain't gotta get it to her.
And not being in my current relationship and saying certain things that I want and it being done, I realized, you it has to be the same thing. You want it, that's cool. I want something too. We have to be able to give and take from each other the same way.
Definitely have to give and take. I think that comes with the 50-50 of a relationship is giving and taking. But also, like I said, I mean, like if we round this conversation up, if you have good communication, you don't set expectation on your partner, especially if you know they can't do it. If your partner's not that type, why are you gonna keep stressing yourself out and arguing every week for him or her to be that type? That's not who they are. So be with somebody else. Then.
If it's that important,
or shut up about it,
or shut up about it. But just all I can say is just make sure that when you set expectation, no matter what role you play in your relationship, or not set expectation, I'm sorry, if you have things that you want and you have a way you want to be loved, keep in mind that your partner feels the same way you do.
Real stuff.
They want love how they want. They want to be treated and talked to how they want to. Last thing, and I'm going to close on this subject, but with the wedding, everybody said, it's your day. It's your day. You're the bride. No, actually, it's our day.
Talk about it.
Baby, what do you want?
Yeah.
Baby, what food do you like? Do you like these colors? Me and him did that together.
Okay. When did y'all had y'all wedding in 2020, right?
2021.
Okay.
August 2021. Is when
right after the right in the middle of the pandemic.
Kind of when the things simmered down, but then it was spiking back up. But yeah, we did it, and I said, whoever can come, I love you. Come. If you can't, we'll send you pictures.
Y'all coming up on a year.
Yes.
And I have some things. I'll tell y'all the type of couple we are. I'm renewing my baby's passport as one of his gifts.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
It's time
Whether he's going out the country with me or with his business.
The country.
I want my baby to be able to be accessible with that because he's busy and he's put that off a lot. So I said, babe, I'm gonna gift you with this. We just different.
Yeah.
But I hope that people take from that relationship portion of the segment because it can really work.
Absolutely.
It really can really work and you really can be happy. And when you're happy, the sex is just that much better.
Amen.
Ain't nothing like instead of thinking of your partner in the worst way, but just thinking like, well, I can't wait to get home because what you did last night.
It's over with.
Okay.
Hey, that's a whole nother conversation. We had a great time. Hey,
listen, we can.
What time you say you flying in?
But we had a time last night. I love it.
Listen,
that's real, man. Have fun, man.
Yes.
Live.
I love it. Oh my goodness, this was good.
Yes, I felt like it wasn't even enough time.
This was needed because I'm in a relationship as well. So I like looking at newlyweds, older couples, and just like pulling from them.
Yeah.
And I pulled from you guys, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
But not just on the relationship, just the whole thing. First of all, even before we got started with filming, your whole vibe. I ain't shocked you was a Gemini. I wouldn't even shock you was a Gemini, but that whole entire vibe. Thank you so much for coming out. And if are there any last words or anything dealing with business wise, and you want to plug people into?
You have coming up because this will be coming out in about July. So
okay, perfect. So I will say at the end of the month, since this is coming out in July, at the end of the month, I will start my women's workshops. I do have a nonprofit I mentioned earlier. It's called I Am A Real Barbee. That is metaphoric for I am my perfect self. And I'll be doing those workshops. They are going to be $10 a person, very intimate. I'm going to cap it off at maybe like 10 to 15 people, so it's intimate. I'll be doing them every 2 weeks. The lash line will be dropping February 2023. Wow. So I know you guys have been anticipating. I've had some customers are like, yo, where they at? Where they at? They are coming, guys. I had to take a mental break for myself. Last but not least, before you want anybody to love you and before you love anybody else, make sure that you love yourself.
That part.
We're going to end it on that part. Thank you so much.
On that note, thank you guys for this podcast. I love
Episode 6.
And shout out to Go Say Hello app. You know, that app is lit.
Okay. Yes. Plugging social media. Anyway, they can follow.
Social media is how you get that part, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's social media. On all social media, you can just Google me, Devin Barbee. Everything.
Google me, baby.
Barbee.
She's that popping, y'all.
Google.
And I'm actually Devin Thurman since last.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. Yes, thank y'all for tuning in. Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Come on, every woman. Y'all have a great day. Yes. This is gonna went on.
I know. You've just listened to the Every Woman series on Go Say Hello podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to download the Go Say Hello app, the world's first face-to-face networking application that enables users to connect with the right people and businesses in the same place at the same time at GoSayHelloApp.com.